yeah, there he is, Mr. International, player with a passport, probably the best junior welterweight in the world. Hey, Teofimo
Probably.
Lopez.
Wait, hold on, phone, BC. Probably.
I mean,
Come on. Do I
for my
gotta pay
money.
you? Wait, hold on. Do I gotta pay you, BC, so you can say it the right way?
No, you don't have to pay me under the table, but I got some very serious questions for you,
Oh, we
Teofimo.
don't have to do it under the table. I'll go grab some cash right now and just, I'll meet you where you at.
There it is. There he is. Congratulations, by the way. Huge victory over Josh Taylor. That was perfection in a night. We're going to get to that in a second. Obviously, we're all fired up about your return Thursday, February 8th, Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. And no joke, Jamaine Ortiz in front of you. But I got to ask you about this because you guys left us thinking as the media, you played us, Teo, and congratulations, right? You played us, but you had us all wondering, this guy's crazy, man. He may have lost it. Turns out you guys were crazy like a fox. So what gives here? Because the performance, everything was not what you were showing heading into that fight.
Thanks to you guys. That's what it is. I got to say thanks to the media team and to everyone in the boxing media game. You guys have educated me, I would say. Humbly, I would say. You guys have educated me on how you guys are able to pursue and become who you guys are. You have a phenomenal platform right there, Brian Campbell. And honestly, that's phenomenal, man. And I look up to you guys. Despite us being how we are and we talk smack once in a while, I got no remorse with you guys. I love everybody in the boxing world, regardless what it is. And that's really it. I learned that I could use any kind of platform. I'm in that big stage where I could use any negative and turn it into my positive. I did it with Do I Still Got It, and then turned it around and said to the fans, do I still got it after we beat Josh Taylor? So I'm just learning the ones and twos with you guys, and it's a phenomenal thing. You just never know what I'm gonna do next. Who knows? I might retire after this one. You just don't know. I'm a crazy guy.
Yeah. Well, here's what I can't figure out:
you
whether
put me as crazy.
whether you did go crazy and you're just holding it together great, or maybe you just stopped caring what people thought at some point along the way. Because maybe the crazy thing is caring about that kind of stuff too much. I'm definitely have seen this man don't give an F anymore type of feel. Was there a transaction that produced that? Because it used to be a different Teo. It used to be a Teo that's trying to put out the fire behind him. Now it's the guy that's trying to swim through the flames.
Water, my friend. You gotta be like water. You know what I'm saying? And what's the best water? Essentia water. So we just overachieving H2O. That's really what it is, man. And I'm overachieving things that I in myself as a character. I am the only person that could beat me. No one else could beat me. And I don't need to, you get a wise woman told me, she said, you get bees with honey, not with vinegar. And I said, well, damn. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that, because and it's very true. So I'm here to be a whole bunch of honey. So all of us in the boxing world make a lot of money. So it's just in those frames, baby. And it's good to be back. It's very great to be back. And
Okay, so
I'm
explain
excited for
this
this
to
year.
me. The performance against Josh Taylor was brilliant. It reminded me of the performance against Lomachenko, where you defied expectations, reached through the screen, and was like, nah, I am that guy. Couple fights before, styles make fights. You're not going to look the same. It didn't look like it was the same Teo. What did our eyes tell us? Were you going through some hard times and maybe that affected the performances, or was it just, hey, this guy gave me a tougher fight? Because you made Josh Taylor look second rate. Honestly, you did. You were that great that night.
It's to be honest, Josh Taylor, we can't take anything away. He beat everybody in the 140 division. He won the Muhammad Ali trophy when they were in the World Series, the World Super Six Series. So, I look at this and I say to myself, hey, how should I conduct myself after I beat this guy? And how should I conduct myself leading to fighting this guy? So I told myself, well, since everyone already is on the do I still got it situation, and everyone already claims that I'm crazy, let's add more to it. Let's psych all of you guys into thinking I'm not ready for this fight. And it worked in my favor. You know, I had pretty much all boxing experts have Josh Taylor winning this fight. Not one boxing expert claimed that I will win. So it's great to give everyone else a humble pie and know how it tastes. And but at the same time, now we all could talk about it and relate because now I got a humble pie. Everyone in that side got a humble pie, and we can all split and share
Hey,
and keep it moving together.
we
Because
take
that's
the
what it's
L.
family, right?
We take the L happily because it was great to see you bounce back and show who you really are. And it's pound for pound greatness what you showed. So now it's Jamaine Ortiz. Now it's move it forward. And, it's a big event.
Yes.
Like I said, Thursday night, Vegas, Super Bowl weekend, going to be a lot of buzz. But you do know Jamaine Ortiz from the amateurs. And it's starting to feel like it's getting like a little testy. Am I making that up? Or I just feel like there's a little edge to this fight. What happened way back then? How do you see this guy entering this matchup?
Jamaine Ortiz, great fighter. You know what I mean? He's not a walk in the park. He made it to the finals in 2015, the National Golden Gloves, which I believe him and I both can agree is the toughest event in amateur boxing, especially for USA boxing. And, even tougher than the Olympics, at least for me it was. So I'm not fighting no chump over here. He gave Lomachenko a run for his money when Loma came back from fighting in the war with Ukraine. So, all these things come into conjunction now where I'm like, okay, let's stop real quick. How are we going to do this now? Well, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do it by making it a worldwide takeover. There's no longer the takeover no more, my man. This is worldwide takeover. Jamaine Ortiz, when we faced each other in that ring, it was a great showdown. He gave me things to think about. And there's only 3 rounds in the Golden Gloves, and now we're doing 12. So this is just a longer gap of what we can see more from each fighter. And I'm very excited about that. I'm studying him playbook by playbook, figuring out what he does best, what he doesn't do best, and we're gonna most definitely, we're gonna excel that night.
Are you able to describe what does separate you from the pack? Because when you're at your best, man, it does seem to be very next level. How do you put that into words? What separates you from the other champions in this division?
I trust God. I really trust what he's doing with me. I'm not leading it and leaning it to my own understanding. I believe I'm leaving it all in his hands as we all should as human beings here on earth. And and just realizing that I am nothing and everything at the same time. So it's how I conduct myself as a man, as a boxer, and most importantly, as a human being. So that's really where I'm at. As you can see, as we go into this fight now, my phone starts ringing like I'm the hottest chick in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting. But me, going back to what you were telling me, I guess everything now is just in my hands and how I want to carry this. So, performing at that level is because I study the game. I'm a student of boxing. I'm a student of boxing. No matter what, I don't know all about boxing. Matter of fact, I've been 22 years in, and that's why I love boxing because it takes me to the next level. Now we start doing the George Foreman. Now I'm looking back in more tape. See, maybe we look at Floyd Patterson. Maybe we look at Willie Pep. Maybe we look at guys like that and see how else I can add more into my arsenal. So that way, when we face fighters like Jamaine Ortiz and so on and so forth in the near future, we're prepared for everything and anything.
This division is freaking awesome,
It
Teofimo. I
is,
mean,
isn't it?
there's killers, there's money makers, there's everything. And obviously everyone's calling your name. They're probably calling you. They probably want to make fights. I just want to ask specifically because
Oh no, they
Subriel
don't call me,
Matias,
man.
Subriel is using some strong language lately on social media. The 140-pound Puerto Rican slugger. You got anything to say about what that guy's offering against you?
It's just clout. It's just to promote himself and keep him in the mix at the moment. I'm not gonna take away anything from him. He's a world champion. He earned it the way he needed to, the right way, by fighting everybody they put in front of him and beating them. So, he's Puerto Rican too, so it's great, because when we whoop that ass, we're gonna be like, Wepa! Woo! Because that's how we do it in the Puerto Rican town. I'm telling you, man, we're gonna show everybody how we do it. You know, it's easier said than done. Everyone talks on the social media now, and they think that's a new thing. I'm starting to slowly think that these boxers are slowly becoming YouTubers, and the YouTubers are slowly becoming boxers. You know, it's kind of transforming in that form a little bit. You know, so we'll see what happens. Right now, our main focus is Jamaine Ortiz. This is the guy, because this right here sets the tone for the other stuff to happen this year.
Sure, sure. All right, let me close with this. Thursday, February 8th, Jamaine Ortiz will be across from you. Las Vegas, Super Bowl weekend there for Top Rank on ESPN. It's going to be a big deal. Not looking past him at all. But if you get this victory, that's another good ass name on this resume that, you know, it's getting better. It's aging like a fine wine when you keep adding these elements to it. So how do you make those fights against the crush the street guys? Do you feel like you're at that level now where you're not even worried about that? Because those fights do get made when people really want them to get made. Shout out Ryan Garcia and Tank. I mean, it got made. So how does Teo get it made in 2024?
Put him in front of me and we beat him. I already made it made. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're saying our name. We made it made when we beat Josh Taylor. We made it made when we got the lineal belt. We made it made when we became #1 in the 140 division. That's how we made it made. Now we just keep it and we let them catch up, you know, and we let them catch up so we could give them some mustard. That's all it is. So it's really in that kind of word of play. So, you know, I'm happy. I'm having a great time now. I think now is time where I have fun. You know, a happy fighter is the most dangerous fighter. And when the takeover is at its happiest, you're going to see stuff like Taylor. You're going to see stuff like Loma. You're going to see stuff like Magdaleno. You're going to see all that stuff, man. And you know what? I'm here to do it this year. This is my time. This is my time more than ever. And I definitely understand that because I have great power. And with great power comes great responsibilities. And I have a huge opportunity here to set that tone this year. To have all these young generation to follow Teofimo instead of the Haneys, instead of the Wahid, instead of the, you know, so on and so forth. So,
well, hopefully all you guys can get in the ring against one another.
Hopefully, right? So I'm gonna tell you, B. I'm gonna tell you, Brian. I'm gonna tell you, B. Look at this. I go and I text Devin Haney. I found his number. Get his number. Oh, he changed his number after I got his number. So no one's contacting me. Everybody got my number, but no fighter has directly called me to say, let's fight.
All right.
So who's really wanting to fight?
Call
I'll let the fans, hey, you know, I'll let the fans answer that question. I'll let the casuals kind of figure that out. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens then. But as of right now, our main objective, Jamaine Ortiz. I wake up, I sleep, I think, and I train about Jamaine Ortiz.
February 8th. Can't miss it.
February 8th, Thursday night, Super Bowl week. And what greater way than in Las Vegas, which is the most profound sporting event in all of events of sports. This is the place where you want to be. So don't miss it. For everybody, come to Las Vegas, Nevada. You guys don't want to miss it. Let's get it.
Thank you for your time, sir. You're always one step ahead of us. Best of luck moving forward. Thank you.
Not one.